For all the examples we've seen, him suing Showtime for $300 million, him foreclosing on multiple properties, him losing on investments on multiple properties, him buying a lot of depreciating assets, and him all of a sudden looking to box very much in the year 2026. Floyd losing money Mayweather, as the chatter says, is in dire straits financially. Now again, is he got more money than me? Yeah, but he also spends a lot more money than me, which is why I thought him coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao, I mean, it made dollars, so sure, it makes sense. But for him to put his pro record on the line means this is really bad for Floyd. Well, turns out it could be as bad as we thought, or potentially worse, or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to Netflix.
Obviously, signing multiple deals and getting in advance and having them pay you ahead of the fight. I mean, like, is that normal? Does that happen?
I mean, you. Nah. Hey, yeah. Ocho, I've known players that they burn through their money. They take out an advance on next year's salary.
Nah.
Yes, you at this age, you gonna put that undefeated record on the line? That's his whole thing, Ocho. The whole thing is undefeated.
Yeah.
The whole time. That's why he said it. No. Man said, no. I want to be the one to put that one on there. I want to put that blemish on that record. No. This ain't no exhibition.
The boxing world is now preparing to riot after Mayweather's filthy treatment of the Pacquiao rematch surfaced. Manny Pacquiao recently slammed Mayweather, accusing him of pocketing an advance purse for a real fight. He now demands that there be no more excuses, or the exhibition will be cancelled.
What I signed, he signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight, and he got his advance, so there's no reason to make excuses of that. So that's true. Well, we all look forward to that fight. I mean, he signed a real fight, and he got his advance, so then now makes excuses, no.
Mayweather's statements obviously contradict Netflix's February 23rd announcement, which touted a professional rematch with his 50-0 record on the line for over 325 million customers. A contest that Sphere and Bolt Box's respective promotions officially sanctioned.
Everybody don't get it.
Ocho, you got to, and I understand, Chat, I understand about taxes. Uncle Sam, the only mofo that don't work and get half your money.
Hello.
He don't do ish. But got his hand stuck out. And I get it. I hate paying that quarterly payment. I hate it. But you ain't come to get my stuff.
Hey, well, you tell it. Listen, it's a select few, you hear me, Uncle Joe? It's a select few that sit high and look low. When it comes to them taxes, they make their own rule.
Mayweather is avoiding matches to protect his undefeated record, reflecting his bruised ego and fear of a true professional rematch with Manny. And now his lifestyle is being chastised as the actual threat to his legacy, with critics claiming that his decisions may undermine the respect he has earned in the boxing community.
Look at the way he lives life, you look at the way he does things, the entourage, the women, the jewelry, the bags. It's almost impossible, and you would understand that, Joe, you would also understand it's impossible to maintain a lifestyle like that when you're not still fighting.
Unless you got $200-300 million coming in.
It's impossible. You know? I mean,
because you got money going out and ain't got
you don't have enough coming in to maintain it.
I don't care how much you make, Ocho. How much did you keep?
Right. There you go.
It ain't how much you make, it's how much you keep. So imagine you make $1 billion. So in other words, he lives in Vegas. If he made $1 billion, he made $630 million. Now that's what he made. What is his lifestyle? Well, you got 2 jets. You got people, you know, they say that he had people to wash his car.
Oscar de la Hoya is accusing Mayweather of violating contracts and lying, claiming that fear of losing his 50-0 record is the actual reason there will be no rematch. He even claims Floyd's own father knew Oscar had won the first fight. It's time to show you have bravery.
All the news on Mayweather Pacquiao potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't.
Oscar de la Hoya is laughing at Mayweather for avoiding a real Pacquiao fight, citing their rematch clause. He claims Floyd retired solely to save his 50-0 record. Oscar is now seeking a rematch or a bout with Jake Paul, accusing Floyd of being terrified of Manny.
Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous man. I can take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass. And I'll even fight Jake Paul. Let's go!
Things are becoming uglier. Manny Pacquiao claims Floyd took his advance money, thus no more excuses. Boxing experts describe this as one of the most unprofessional rematch build-ups ever. Wade Clemens believes something nefarious is going on behind the scenes and speculates that Floyd may be attempting to gain access to Netflix by causing this issue.
In contracts that didn't say the same thing, that would be one of the most unprofessional things you could do, not trying to point to Netflix or whoever else put this together, but something is off. Something's completely off because you got one person saying, this is a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to Netflix. That is the only two things that can be possible here. Because we then get the report, as of yesterday, that Floyd Mayweather has already taken a cash advance payment of his purse.
Wade has reliable sources backing him up. According to ESPN, the rematch is in jeopardy since Mayweather has already received an upfront payment, which has raised concerns among boxing experts. Wade responds, sure, an upfront fee happens sometimes, but paying Floyd like this is just weird. He believes it is either contrived or Floyd is attempting to take from Netflix while profiting out.
It currently being in jeopardy. I don't even know how that's possible. Who gave him a cash advance before they even got to the fight? I understand like paying some up front to secure the fight, but paying everything? Maybe it's not what it is. Maybe the cash advance is like partially. But still, what? So if this is to be believed, and this is via ESPN, this is not, random Twitter person reporting this. I think Mike Coppinger also reported the same thing. If this is to be believed, Floyd took a cash advance and then undermined the promotion of his own fight to try to protect his 50-0 record and still make a bag.
This is not the first time Mayweather has attempted to talk himself out of a situation. Wade recalls seeing it happen live. Floyd once showed up to a venue and refused to fight until they paid him a ridiculous sum of money.
This for years. He has done this for years, especially after his pro career. When he was doing these exhibitions, he would not show up to things he was obligated to do, take advances. Even the Deji fight, you can ask Deji, I was there. Floyd demanded that they pay him some insane amount of money or he wasn't going to fight Deji while he was at the venue. And they wanted to change gloves and do all this stuff. And I think they actually did it. They paid Floyd to do it. And I've seen this with a bunch of his exhibitions. And obviously we know about the Logan Paul situation, how Floyd shopped his fight to a different company after essentially royalty, like Prince, whoever in Dubai, and stole his money. This is insane.
Max Kellerman and Mike Coppinger provide their thoughts on the present situation of the boxing world. They believe Mayweather is searching for a clean break, avoiding accountability in order to maintain his reputation. Specialists fear that this decision will harm his legacy. With a broken contract and Netflix keeping a careful eye, there might be serious implications. such as legal action or financial penalties that could jeopardize future projects.
And it's a real fight that'll count on their records, and it's going to be at the Sphere, so I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not.
I think what puts a damper on Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 was Mayweather-Pacquiao 1. The big letdown of a fight.
That's another damper.
But yeah, this is like, all you have to ask yourself, Gabe, to me about when a fight is made is, are you going to watch it live or not? When it's on, are you going to watch it, yes or no?
I'm definitely watching.
Yeah, me too. So like everyone can shut up, right? Because we're all going to watch.
But I would not watch it if it's an exhibition, not necessarily live.
Yeah, you would. You'd still watch it.
I don't really watch all the exhibitions live.
But whatever they call it, you're going to watch it. But you're right, though, as an official fight, because it brings in the intrigue.
According to Max Kellerman, the real reason Mayweather is avoiding a professional fight is plain fear. He wants to keep that flawless record. Other legends returned, only to be defeated. Kellerman points out that Pacquiao just went the distance with a younger Barrios. Mayweather, now past his peak, is orchestrating this entire fiasco to prevent a single mark, as he is concerned about keeping his unbeaten record in the face of prospective challenges from younger boxers.
We just saw Manny draw against a world-class fighter, whatever you want to say about Barrios. And Mayweather is right at that age, almost 50, where guys fall off a cliff.
Yep.
And he has the undefeated record to protect.
And right? it's Mayweather's identity, right? That's its whole identity.
That's why Mayweather doesn't want it to be a pro fight. Because you want to just safeguard that record.
50 knows a big thing. And if you lose that, it's like, okay, Floyd, so. But I would make an expedition because who's not going to watch it?
It's not up to him. He already signed a contract. It's a real fight.
That's what I don't get. How you sign a contract and you saying it's not?
Retiring undefeated. It's interesting because you can retire. A lot of guys have passed Rocky Marciano 49-0. Right. But then they kept fighting and they lost.
Chavez.
Right? Yeah, Chavez is one. There have been others. By the way, Rocky Marciano was training for a comeback when Floyd Patterson was champion. And I have no way, because he'd have beaten Floyd.
The rematch is about to collapse. Gabriel Rosado believes someone encouraged Mayweather to avoid a professional fight, but with money troubles mounting, he accepted the arrangement. Floyd reportedly grabbed his purse up front and is now seeking for a way out to keep his unbeaten record.
Being that it's an official pro fight,
I do get it.
Floyd was probably not advised.
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, look, obviously Floyd, covets his record and certainly doesn't want to losing a fight when he's, way past his prime and not even active. But he needs the money, clearly. We've seen what's in the news and, I'm not in his pockets or anything, but he's going to make a lot of money and rightfully so. I don't see him turning down a major payday over this, but we'll bear watching. And also, I'm told that further to that, Pacquiao has no interest in this if it's not a real fight.
If I'm Floyd, I'm not fighting unless it's just a regular. If it's a pro fight, I'm not. Why would I do it? I'm old.
Because you need the money.
I don't know if he needs. I ain't getting the man.
Assuming he does.
I don't know if he needs the money or not.
Let's assume he does. That's why he's coming down. Just assume. So, and you're going to make, I don't know.
Jez Mathers, and to step farther, reading the contract aloud as proof, it plainly states that the rematch is professional and officially sanctioned. He noted that the term professional appears 11 times. Floyd Mayweather Jr. signed it and has already collected his advance purse.
Let me read out something to you here, okay? The main event bout of the boxing program will be a boxing match between Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. The match will be a professional and sanctioned match and shall count on the official professional records of Mayweather and Pacquiao, and the final rules for which shall be subject to the mutual agreement of Pacquiao and Mayweather and subject to further approval of Netflix.
Okay, so I don't hear exhibition nowhere near in that statement.
The word professional is in this contract 11 times.
Oh, wow.
Another part, and which will be a professional and sanctioned boxing match and shall count on the official professional records of Mayweather and Pacquiao.
All of this leads people to believe Flo is actually broke. Jez Mathers has now given Flo an ultimatum to clean up the mess, while emphasizing that a contract breach has already occurred.
I mean, it's unfortunate that it's come to what it's come to. Obviously, when we first heard about him having a 3-fight deal, we understood why he's having a 3-fight deal. I gave my name to people that he could have fought, that could have helped him if he was in financial crisis and needed to recoup some of that money back. And Manny Pacquiao was one of the names. It's crazy that it's even got to this point. I don't even know what to think about it at this point. obviously signing multiple deals and getting in advance and having them pay you ahead of the fight. I mean, like, is that normal? Does that happen?
Netflix may be planning to sue Floyd Mayweather Jr. over this contract breach, underlining his precarious financial status after retirement. Issues include a reported $1 Logan Paul and other unpaid payments are to blame for the $5 million dispute. Mike Tyson plainly noted that without sound financial management, even a renowned boxing fortune can swiftly vanish.
Hey, listen, I don't know anything about no networks doing I just had problems with HBO because we had problems. It was a promoter problem. But the fact is it's his life to live it the way he live it. You know, it may not be the right life, but it's his life to live the way he wants. And nobody could say anything about it. They're making a big joke about his life and he owes money. He's a human being. He make mistakes. People don't understand it's the art in saving money. You know, you handle money, you don't understand the art of saving money, you're screwed. And you could be anybody. You could be a little kid, you could be the smartest person in the world. It's an art in handling money. If you can't master that art, you're screwed.
Wade's claim that Floyd might be using Netflix is the most stunning development in the entire saga. Some admirers have begun to feel terrible for Floyd, but critics are not buying it. They renamed him Pity Mayweather instead of Money Mayweather. Adding to the strain, Wade Clemens claims Floyd is covertly selling off properties at low discounts in order to stay afloat amid rising debts and lawsuits. Whether it's Netflix, Showtime, or his own legal issues, the boxing legend's financial and reputational woes continue to worsen.
Builds this immaculate place in Vegas thinking he's going to turn it over. Like he's flipped a couple of different properties. I'll give him some credit there. I think he flipped a house in Florida from 18 to 20 mil, and he's got a place in LA that's like $25 million he's trying to sell now for like 48, which it's funny how now all of a sudden Floyd's trying to sell all of his assets. What does that tell you? He just sold his private plane as well, which I don't know what that went for, but again, he's offloading assets because he's massively in debt and owes people a lot of money. And he's trying to finance something, whether it's legal fees, whether it's other mortgages, whatever. But yeah, getting a net negative of $4 million on the house you built and then put on the market is probably the worst real estate investment you can make.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is struggling financially. According to Wade Clemens, he cites a $340 million lawsuit that Floyd allegedly ignored, as well as unpaid tax bills, as evidence that his riches isn't as secure as everyone believes. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is preparing a boxing return, which might include a rematch with Pacquiao.
Told you guys, Floyd is going broke, and there's no other clear explanation other than, you know, we can look through the court documents of him versus Showtime, but missing $340 million, being years and years behind on his taxes, that's clearly the motivation for this. And because Floyd, obviously, you know, he is one of the best of all time, so if he still can do it. But Mike Tyson, followed by Manny Pacquiao, will get you out of a lot of financial bad situations and bad decision making. So this is why I think Floyd is doing this more than anything.
Wade Clemens has admitted that Floyd Mayweather Jr. misled Logan Paul's entire group. Fanmio Boxing handled a $10 million exhibition, with Floyd giving Paul a portion of the proceeds. That after the event, Clemens claims Floyd vanished, leaving both the corporation and Paul in the dark about any compensation.
Out here in Dubai, royalty is crazy. This is a story I also heard from Gervonta Davis when he said that Floyd owed them people in Dubai money. Some business person, some royalty in Dubai out of $10 million to stage. Remember, it was supposed to be like Floyd versus Logan on like a helipad or like on the top of the Burj Khalifa or something. It was way back, again, 5 years ago now, but that was like the initial rumblings around that fight. And what Floyd did was use Mayweather Promotions to bring them this fight and say, if you'll front us this money, we'll put this fight here. They fronted him the money. He took the money, had the fight at the Hard Rock in Miami with Fanmio instead. That was the company that put it on, Fanmio. And Logan saw none of that front end 10 mil. And the people that paid Floyd the 10 mil never saw a dime back.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is facing a prospective lawsuit and mounting financial problems, putting him in a precarious situation. Boxing commentators, including Paulie Malignaggi, are increasing their scrutiny. According to Malignaggi, Floyd is not officially insolvent, but he is severely over-leveraged which complicates matters. He insists that the rematch take place exactly as agreed upon. No shortcuts or excuses. Mayweather must honor his Netflix agreement and fulfill every commitment he made.
Of Mayweather, as far as him wanting to come back and make a bag of money, then I think the fight has to happen regardless. You know, what other direction can you go if you're Floyd and if you really are in these kind of positions? You know, I've been the one to say it. I don't say that Floyd is broke. I think people overuse that word. I think he's likely over leveraged, and there's a difference between being over leveraged and being broke. Being over leveraged, if you're not careful, can lead you to being broke, but being over leveraged also you can just rebound and make a bag of money, and now you're perfectly leveraged, then you're fine, and you still have all that stuff that you had before, you know. So I think if that's the case, regardless, I think Floyd probably may be forced to do it the way Netflix decides to do it.
Nonetheless, Paulie Malignaggi believes Floyd Mayweather Jr. wants this fight to be a true competitive confrontation, owing to the large sums of money that legitimate matches generate. He said conversations are still ongoing, with various aspects to work out. Malignaggi contends that the fight must be sanctioned since legal betting in the United States generates far more income than any showcase. A true matchup is simply more valuable.
But we'll see. We'll see how things go on the inside. These are inner negotiations. I think it's more interesting if it is a real fight, first and foremost, with gambling being legal in the United States now, all over the United States. You know, it brings in that much more revenue because you can gamble on a real fight. You cannot. There's no gambling on an exhibition because there's no real winner and loser in an exhibition. So that makes it very, very different, and that, you know, gives the image of the fight, the branding of the fight, a whole new vibe if it's a real fight as opposed to if it's an exhibition. So, you know, a lot to be discussed here before this.
So here we are. A contract has been broken, money has been taken, and a legend's name is now in shambles. Will Floyd Mayweather confront the challenge or avoid true fight? Manny Pacquiao is waiting. Netflix is watching, and the boxing community has had enough. Subscribe, enable notifications, and stay tuned because when this narrative eventually erupts, you will not want to miss a single round.